Hi, my name is Adnan Gandhi and I own a company called Webstream Communications DWC LLC. We are in the business of webcasting, video conferencing and professional services wherein we kind of provide the platform for corporates and enterprises to kind of broadcast their messages live to stakeholders, to employees, to customers spread across the length and breadth of the country or the region. So the kind of industry that we operate in, the industry itself is about 14 years old, out of which we've been in the industry for about 12 years now. We don't get trained talent, and that is the biggest challenge. So we need to pick up people who are fresh and kind of train them and get to a level where they can actually perform the duties and the operational activities that they're required to do. So there has been a challenge. I can't pick up someone who is absolutely ready and to be to kind of get on the job. So it gets a little difficult to kind of find the right kind of people who are to begin with trainable and then get them onto the right things to be done. Training is something which happens on the job when it comes to our industry, and it is something which is completely on the job. It's not something which I can train the person sitting in a closed conference room. So, but yes, we lay a lot of emphasis on training, and this training is continuous on everyday basis. So just to give you an understanding, it's just the last year that we kind of expanded in about 4 countries. India was the origin, so we kind of expanded in Singapore, Sydney, London and the UAE. So it's been pretty rapid, and of course we plan to go with that same pace. We've got all our background and all our homework done. And but yeah, in the shorter term, we would first consolidate these 5 countries that we are in and get them up and running, and then probably move on to the other 20. So at any point in time, I believe when you're entering a new market, one thing is clear: you don't need to assume that things will happen a certain way that you have thought in your mind. Things are very dynamic. With every other region or every other country, there are different challenges altogether, and you need to do your homework well before you enter a country in terms of the taxation, in terms of all the other operational costs that you will incur there. This particular free zone was advised to me by a consultant here, and keeping in mind the kind of business that we are into, he advised that this is the right free zone for you to get into. I had no particular preference per se, but he, being a consultant to us, he kind of advised, saying that this is something that you should be incorporating in, and this is a free zone which is very friendly, very cooperative, and has an environment which is very business friendly.